I'm Elga Valovirta. Is Marshall JCM800 2203 Scandinavian Edition a myth or not? Let's figure it out. But let's listen a song first I wrote for this video. The Signal Chain. My signature ESP custom with Duncan distortion and a hot stack vintage, whatever it was. I'm gonna just use the bridge pickup. Buzz SD1, my friend Eric's Tudor's JCM800 2203 Scandinavian Edition from '89, if I'm not wrong, into Marshall cabinet, and I'm miking one of the Eminence DV77s in there with Shure SM57 Royer 121, then into SSL preamp, then into Pro Tools. Rock and roll. Alright, a little bit noodling, whatever. Yeah, so, is it a myth? Marshall JCM800 2203 80s, 1980s Scandinavian Edition. Well, this one is my friend and my Amtech's fantastic Amtech. I put his email in the description below if you're interested in him to refurbishing, fixing or modifying your amplifier. He's based here in Switzerland. So this is Eric's JCM800. I believe this was from 1989. And Eric bought it here. So he found this. He called me that, hey, can you come with me and check it out? Because I think it's one of those Scandinavian ones. We went along. We get to the place. It was a private seller. I immediately checked the back and I told Eric, buy this. Don't even try it. It has the sticker. It says etronfix. It's in Swedish. So there was something that Marshall needed to do differently for the amps, for these JCM800s. 2203s, 2204s, 2205 and 2210s. They needed to do something differently. Maybe it was some, because it's like a sticker which says like the oud effect and something. So and you know, the fuse is kind of this. It's not your usual what you scroll out, just this pop in, pop out fuse. So I've played tens, maybe even hundreds of different JCM800s throughout my career. Because when I was in Shining, between 2010 and 2017, we used rental backline, you know, old school gear. And my technical writer said that 2203 or JCM 2000 or 5150, whatever. Many times it was 800. Sometimes they were, sometimes they were, yeah. And every single one that had the Swedish sticker, the Scandinavian Edition, it's unofficial. Insanely good. Like this one. It's basically like my little brother. So how do they differ? Well, the master volume is basically on and off. This is now, it's one. It's as loud as the SLO 4, and this one, which Eric refurbished, this is like the master is, I think it's like 2 or 3, so that it actually works. But this is basically just like off and holy shit. Preamp is 7. Taking the SD off, check out the amount of gain. So this is you usually get when you crank the preamp on the or normal 800. Now it's full. It gets a bit fuzzy, so my sweet spot with these Scandinavian editions, it's usually 2 o'clock. There, where it is, oh, it was 8. And there it just kind of starts to do this. Then when you add bus SD1. Glorious. I'm not gonna touch the master because it will get insanely loud. I had the power station still on, just, you know, attenuating. It's like noon, so it's not attenuating much. Then the presence is 10 o'clock. The bass is 7, 2 o'clock. Mids and treble are noon. So let me dial these. I'll take the SD off and the first the presence. Now it's 0. The presence on these old 800s is almost like the 5150. Doesn't really do much before 7. I usually like to keep them just, you know, like 10, 3 or 4. It kind of adds a tiny bit because these amps has so much presence, so I don't really feel like I need to add any more. Just a tiny bit in there. Then the bass, 0. This has a lot of low at these. Let's put it back to 2, mids, 0. Obviously, when you crank the mids, you also add more gain because you're you know, distorting the what comes after, like the phase inverter tube and stuff. My sweet spot usually with this old 800, which is the known treble. Treble is kind of. I find noon is pretty good. It just opens. Then when we add SD. Okay, then let's compare it to the little brother. So little brother has EL34s and 3 12AX7s like this one. These are EL34s, force 2. And yeah, so first the Eric 800. I believe it was from 89. They sound a little bit different, like every all tube amps, and especially old Marshalls. So the settings are the same on both. Presence 3, bass 7, mid noon, treble noon. Well, I have a dial in more master because Eric refurbished that so that the master actually, it's not just an on-off switch. And the preamp is 7. Okay, then let's switch to the low input. And we can get pretty cool clean sounds. SD off. Let's add the CE5 chorus. They have a great clean sound too. Back to the high input. Like you hear. Master 0. It's very compared to the little brother. Yeah, little brother's master is around 3, so though this is kind of... Eric hasn't yet fixed his master volume. With the without the SE1. You get this really nice crunchy rock and roll, you know, sound, and then if you want to go a bit more metal, you just kick in the SD1. You get the point. Conclusion. In my 30 years experience of playing with 800s, the Scandinavian Edition, the white sticker behind, it's definitely not a myth. Every single 800, especially 2203, it's probably only 800 I played, sometimes I think 2204s, every time when there's the white sticker, Uteffekt, text in Swedish, they are awesome. They have more gain, more volume, more bottom, more mix, more everything. So, my tip, if you find one, buy it. If it doesn't work, it's easy to, you know, fix by a qualified amp check. Most likely, it just needs a retubing and filter capping. Yeah, that's about it. I've done other videos of the Scandinavian Edition heads too, like older ones. I put links to my Marshall amps playlist, so if you're interested, you can check out more about that. Until next time, happy Scandinavian Edition hunting. Bye.